la la la.
Here like
La la la. 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 You know, just applying a little bit of olive oil, on the edges so that this pizza goes into the oven. But you've seen the pizza. It is not the tomato sauce what they generally use. What we are doing, we have used some other sauce. What sauce is it? I made the sauce with the butternut squash. You can also use pumpkin to make this sauce. We all know, the pizza was, they created the first pizza in Naples in Italy. But, when the first pizzas were made, it was made with leftover breads, flat breads, and they didn't even have tomatoes for many years. Italy got their tomatoes only, they say, in like the end of 17th or 18th century, Americans brought there. Very strange, but look at this. The most popular pizza in India, if you ask, what is it? It is twice the cheese. Do piazza, they say they add twice the onions, but in India, they love to make their pizzas the best, the most popular topping is again the Indian cheese, what we call paneer, the cubes of paneer put. But most of our pizzas anyway, are seasoned. They are made into, a nice like tandoori chicken and chicken tikka and all those things. So many varieties of pizza. But now, world over we get variety of pizzas. But this is one recipe I saw somewhere on Netflix. They used pumpkin paste, and now apparently it is very popular, and people are experimenting with many variations of, the sauces to go on top of pizza rather than just the tomato paste. Okay, where did I disappear? Yes, I do a disappearing act rather than doing my shows. I miss really a lot. Actually, I've been, kind of whacked by YouTube officials. They're saying, what is wrong with you? Why you have left the channel? Why you're not regularly posting the videos? And I have also after the lockdown and after that, I spending most of my time in the farm growing vegetables and all that. Yes, I've been eating a lot of vegetables. I'm taking care of my health, everything. But, I wanted to do something out of the box. People making recipes, put few things in a pan and then the recipe. Yes, that genre is still working. There are a lot of people who are doing very creative stuff, and I was also busy with my television shows. I do television cooking shows on ETV and other Telugu channels and all that, and I'm also was the judge on MasterChef India twice, and once we had to shoot in Bangalore, again another year I had to shoot in Mumbai. But I had many excuses. I have become really actually lazy. I'm the biggest procrastinator in the world. Every day before sleeping, I will decide, okay, I will do something. Okay, before I go further, here is a pizza which doesn't have the tomato base. I've used butternut squash. You can also make it with the pumpkin. I put some cheese, the Indian cottage cheese and regular cheese and some basil. Pretty much all the ingredients here come from my farm. Let me put in the oven. Very easy. Put it in the hottest mode that's possible. And if you have a pizza stone and all that, you will get a perfect one. But even like this, you will get a pizza that, anybody out of Italy can also enjoy. We in India, we especially love our pizzas like this. The flatbread pizza, the thicker ones, whatever versions. So, what is that I have made today? I have made this butternut squash. Once again, even this butternut squash I grow in my farm. I got the seeds from online, and so once you cut them into small pieces, now let's start making the sauce for this. This sauce is super tasty. The first thing is it's very velvety and it has got such rich flavor and taste. Once you start eating pizzas like this, you will forget about the regular pizza. So I'm going to use some olive oil. Okay. And for making this sauce a little bit rich and nice and flavorful, I'm going to add some garlic. Garlic is my favorite. Any dish, especially the Indian dals and all that, I love to add a lot of garlic. In this, add some onion. That's it. Now, we're going to add the butternut squash. If you don't have butternut squash, you can also use small pieces of pumpkin. Just cut into small pieces. Actually, you will be surprised. I grow like hundreds of pumpkins. It is not deliberate. Actually, I had one pumpkin which got spoiled. I threw it away, and I got a lot of plants. From them, the seeds fall here and there, and I get a lot of pumpkins. So, what do I do most of the times? What did I do in this last few years that I am not very active on YouTube? I want to come back to YouTube. I recently posted a video. A lot of you have watched, and they said, "Where have you disappeared?" Because what I have done is I come to my farm. This is where I spend most of the time. I've got a cow, I've got a buffalo. I need to go and milk every day. Okay, coming back to the milk, lot of the pizzas you buy in Indian market, especially a lot of those places, most of the cheese is non-dairy cheese. Cheese is supposed to be made with milk, but now with a lot of other kind of oils and some meat solids also used, the processed non-dairy cheeses have become popular. For me, if it is cheese, it has to be only dairy cheese. That is the reason why I don't like to go and eat out in a lot of other places. I rather make my own pizza. Okay, so just saute this in the olive oil and you will start getting this nice aroma. First thing is olive oil is nice and sweet. With any other oil, you try to make this sauce, it's not going to be that good. See, lot of the oils what we use in India are not as sweet as olive oil. Just for making the pizza, I love to use olive oil and even my pastas. So, what did I do? In this, I added butternut squash. You can use pumpkin, some onion, some garlic, and add a little bit of salt. Because the butternut squash is very buttery. My interesting area is once I grew last year, I grew pumpkins and butternut squash, and I gave it to my neighbor who had small kids. The kids fell in love with the butternut squash. Cut into pieces and slightly boil them or saute it, it will become so buttery. If the young children, who are just toddlers, if they love some food, that means it has got a really, really natural, awesome taste. So, now what do I do? Now, after cooking this like for few minutes, not very long, even 4-5 minutes, this one will get really soft. Then we're going to use any of your favorite pizza herbs. Here I've got some pizza herbs. This is basically it is oregano based. It has got some basil, some thyme and other herbs also. It is a mix of herbs, and it is also got some salt and some grated Parmesan cheese or something mixed. Maybe the oregano is very strong and you will just love it on top of pizzas. So once these butternut squash is slightly cooked, all you do is switch off the flame, let it cool down. What we're going to do, we're going to convert this into a paste that will go on top of pizzas. So we have seen people coming with crazy pizza toppings, and in India, all the tandoori flavors and all those things, and the veggie pizzas are very popular, with paneer and all that. But the craziest ones, which I learned while I was in US, is the pineapple. Pineapple, and you do any of the toppings, it is excellent. But some combinations you have to be very careful. Once my friend tried anchovy and pineapple, my God, it is the worst kind. So be very careful with your combination, because pizza is supposed to be very light, delicate, and when you take a bite, you should really, really enjoy. It should not have too many multi flavors. The fresh vegetables, where the cheese flavor is also enhanced, is a must. So that's it. Here my butternut squash slightly cooked is ready. What do? Just transfer it into your blender. That's it. What do we do after we transfer into the blender? We do something called burr, burr, burr. Once you do that burr, 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 you will have a very nice paste ready. People, they started eating non-dairy pizzas also. Of course, you can, people have experimented using cashew nut paste. People I've seen, I've never tried cashew nut paste, but it gives good results. It gives a shine, and I'm a cashew nut lover. I rather eat cashew nuts like that. And every week when I go back home from my farm, my wife makes a lot of cashew nut, put it in the air fryer, and season it, and that is what I love to eat as a snack. So here, this one will go bur bur bur, and your sauce, the yellow nice sauce is ready. Whatever leftover olive oil, just put it in this. This will go as a topping on my pizza. So now we're going to make a fresh pizza, but once again, I've got paneer. This is, my buffalo milk paneer, which I've seasoned just like the way we season tandoori masala. Just take some tandoori masala and add to it, and just marinate it and keep it with little bit of olive oil. And here this is milk cheese, not any processed cheese. So if you have any questions, I would like to listen to any of your questions. Pranav, if there is any questions, please do.
We want sambar recipe without garlic.
Sambar recipe without garlic. See, food is so personal. When I made my first sambar recipe, I am like, sambar has to be eaten with hands, and I threw the spoon out, and a lot of people who met me there, they just loved it. But there are certain people who says, sambar, you don't add garlic, you don't add clove or cinnamon or even cardamom. But which I did, because that is the way I learned in Park Sheraton, which is one of the 5-star hotel, and which was in Chennai. That is where I learned the recipe, which is very popular. Actually, you make the sambar like that. But various restrictions. Some people, they don't like to eat garlic, especially in India. A certain sect of people, they don't love to eat anything that is grown under the soil, because they believe that certain, for some reasons. So whatever reasons, yes, of course, I made many sambar and without garlic, but garlic, as I told you, it's my favorite. I know, the Indian cuisine is not just evolved in a short period of time. It is, I personally tell people that food, the great Indian food, is evolved over a period of 7,000 years. I go to the extent of telling people that the Hyderabadi biryani is not the gift of Mughals. It is the food that is evolved from this soil, because our Hyderabadi biryani is very unique to us. Nobody else put the fried onions like the way we do. Nobody else put the dum in layers like the way we do. So I always tell, the food is evolved 7,000 years. Some, even in Sanskrit, there is a saying, the meat and rice cooked together. It is a biryani, isn't it? It is written as what is called masabat, means rice cooked with meat. It was a biryani, but the word biryani came from Persia and all that, it became biryani. So why am I saying this is, garlic was not in our DNA, because our forefathers did not eat garlic till the Portuguese brought garlic to India. That is where they made vindaloo and all that great recipes in Goa. That is when people in India fell in love with garlic, and after that it is been written that garlic is so good for you. So friends, I love that part, that you don't want to eat garlic, because that is there in our genes, none of our fathers. But probably, I fell in love with garlic I use. So any other questions?
What's cooking, chef?
What?
What's cooking for the people who joined?
What's cooking? Oh, what's cooking? What we did is, there is a pizza that is getting cooked. Okay, I pulled it out. The cheese is still melting. All you have to see is the sauce is not red, it is yellow. I'll go back to it. So what was this yellow sauce? For people who are joining, I made this yellow sauce using this butternut squash. If you don't have it, you can also use pumpkin. And I tried this a couple of times. I fell in love with it. It is better. And this kind of combinations are made, by people like you who are at home, who are trying, experimenting. Why only tomato? Because a kid at home says, no, I don't want tomato. That red sauce, I want something else. And somebody tried it and it becomes so popular. Now, even in some Michelin star restaurants, they are trying out these kind of sauces, and trust me, there are many more which we can try, we can experiment. So this is what we are doing. What it did was, we put one pizza already done, but here is the butternut squash, which we sauteed in olive oil with butternut squash, and we added some garlic and onion, and we added seasoning, pizza seasonings, and we already made it into a nice paste. So fast forward, this is the sauce that will go on the top.
We want 30 idli recipe.
What?
30 idli recipe. Karnataka style.
Yeah, we will definitely do that. So here what I am trying to do is I am trying to get back to YouTube. You know, I have taken long time terms of vacations. I spend a lot of time in my farm, and actually, you know, my TV shows and other things also I have a lot of time, but I'm always trying to do something different, because what's happened is now everybody is making recipes, you know, at home, and they're putting. So I want to do something different, and trust me, I'm planning something different. Some cooking shows which are out of the box, where you will see a new Vahchef doing something new, or I should say a old Vahchef, because I am one of the chefs who's been on YouTube for donkey years. So a lot of youngsters have come, they are doing great job, but a new version of cooking I'm going to bring in. So actually I was bombarded by the YouTube officials. What's wrong with you? Why you have disappeared? Come back. So let's get this pizza also ready. Here I am putting in some flour. So what did I do is, if you don't have rough corn flour, you know, coarse corn flour, you can use a little bit of suji and a little bit of maida mixed together, so that when you put the pizza dough on the sheet or anywhere, it doesn't get stuck. So what we do, we just take some coarse suji, and then we're going to put it. So we do not want much of the aeration to go. So, but being a chef from India, you know, I love to throw my bread in the air. So what we do is, you know, kind of, yeah, this is worldwide they do it, but just, so now just spread it like this, easy. Then all you do is take a rack like this, and on the rack like this, it is very easy to shape it also. See, on a rack like this, if you have, it is very easy to shape whatever way you want. You want the shape of India, like now, you stretch it, and your pizza will be nice and round. So that's it. The pizza dough is ready. In seconds, it's on the sheet. But the magic of today is the sauce. So while I spread the sauce, let Pranav speak another question for me so that I can answer.
Dr. Ruxana is saying hi.
Hi, Ruxana.
Lone Gravy Wolf. Namaste Vahchef. I am so excited to be in chat with you while you are live. You taught me so many Indian recipes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I want Mysore Pak recipe.
Mysore Pak, yes, it's another favorite of mine. And actually, you know, I am sweet lover. But recently, because I put on weight, like I was almost close to 100 kgs, I wanted to lose my weight, and I brought my weight down to almost 70 kgs, 71, 72 kgs. But I'm back, I put on another few kgs. But the sweet part is not dying. What did I do? There is something always in the fridge, because you have asked, I have to eat a sweet. Okay? Now see, look at this. What's sitting in the fridge? What's cooked? These are the Rajbogs. Okay? Now, Rajbog, you know how we eat Rajbog? Rajbog is again the paneer kind of sweet, whether rasgulla, rasmalai. Rajbog is, you know, in the paneer is cooked in the sugar syrup, and then it is stuffed. Rajbog means, do you see those nuts? My God. This is something you got to go crazy for. Some of the nuts, excellent. Come on, please show this. Okay. So, okay, I'm just turn around the pizza so that it gets its even coloring. So let's come back to this.
Chicken recipe for salads.
Oh, we will definitely do, but here, come back here. Let's put some of these onions the way you want, and also some tomatoes here and there. The capsicum must on my pizzas. You know, whatever kind of pizza I do, I love to add capsicum because it's one of my favorites. And before I put in basil, I am just going to add some paneer. This is our favorite Indian cottage cheese. Okay, I will be taking some of the questions. I will be taking some of the questions from you, but I wanted to experiment because I've been out of this YouTube game for a long time. I wanted to come back and do some recipes for you, and especially me being a very organically growing farmer come chef, I want to take you to my farm. I want to show you how my food habits have changed. So on top of this is pure milk cheese. This is not hydrogenated fat cheese. This is pure milk cheese. I have got a buffalo, I have got a cow. Though I did not make this cheese, this is store-bought cheese. This is mozzarella, beautiful cheese. So that's it. I want this to go inside the oven, and I want to bring a pizza that is ready. So while we bite on a pizza, let this go and sit. Okay. Now, ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Look at it. The pizza, of course. Wow. Look at this pizza. Isn't this really, really super? So, God, what am I doing? Where is my... Okay, so let's carefully slide this pizza onto it. Okay, that's it. I made a small dent in the pizza, but that's okay. So the pizza is slightly bigger than my plate here. Ooh. But this is going to be really, really hot. So, I have to be a little bit easy on it because there's so many times I burn my tongue eating hot pizza from the oven. Chefs have to be careful because we are around the good hot food all the time, and I'm one guy whose food goes directly into the mouth, not onto the plate from the pan. So I burn myself, so I'm going to wait just a few minutes so that this slightly cools down. The cheese or hot sugar is sometimes very dangerous. So we have to be very, very careful. So let me just you have a close look at my pizza while I keep this place ready. Okay, I would like to take some questions.
Anjali, hi chef.
Hi Anjali, hi everybody, because today I wanted to experiment. I came here, I cannot read out the names. Next time I will make sure I will have another screen that where I can read the comments actually. Power Chef Pranav is helping.
Where are you from, chef?
Where am I from? I am from Hyderabad, and I do
Recipes without yeast, chef.
recipes without yeast. Okay, we can do a lot of recipes. There are leavenings that we can use. We will definitely show them.
I tried most of your recipes. Every recipe came out very well. Thank you, chef.
Thank you. Who was that?
Dr. Ruxana.
Dr.
Ruxana.
Ruxana once again. Okay. And
Nandini, I want a pizza workshop from you, chef.
No, see, I am a general chef. I cook a lot of food, but if you have to really take a pizza workshop, you need to watch some of these Italians. What I do is I make it Indianized. I make it tasty for our taste buds. Okay.
Preeta Palkaur looks yummy, chef.
Preeta Paul, thank you so much. It is very hot still. I still have to be very, very careful before I take a bite of this. Let it cool down for a minute. Okay.
Amulya, Vahchef, you are my favorite.
Hi, thank you, Amulya.
Kiran Namburi, Super Bima.
Thank you.
Leela, hello sir.
Hi, Leela.
Bob G, sir, Christmas special recipes.
Christmas special recipes. Yeah, that is the whole idea. I wanted to get very active this coming season. So I started just before the New Year's. So once this New Year in 2025, again I want it to be a year of Vahchef. So I want to go live. I want to do a lot of recipes for you, and I want to show you my farm, and especially some new innovative way of cooking, not just cooking, a storytelling. That is what I want to bring to you.
Savoy, love your channel. All the best, chef.
Thank you, thank you. I know I have the blessings of lot of you, lot of people who were watching me for many years. I was the one who did the disciplinary act, but I want to really come back and be very
Chandana, diet recipes, chef.
Chandana ji, diet recipes. Yes, I have the diet recipes, but I am a worst fellow when it comes to dieting. I pig out so much. The moment they said Mysore Pak, I had to pull down my Rajbhog and eat. But I have to tell you, I know the techniques of losing weight. I lost a lot of weight and I'm trying to keep it, but keeping it is not easy. That means if you are eating food like me, you have to be very careful. Most of the times if you cross 50 years, you only eat 2 meals and reduce the amount of, whatever the quantity of food you eat. And also try and eat more protein, more vegetables. That is what will make you good.
Shibana, oats recipe, chef, please.
Oats recipes. You know what I did? I asked Power Chef Pranav to get me some oats today because, I've been, rice, I love rice. But what is the best way to avoid eating too much rice? Because, nowadays I eat rice only 1 time a day, what I used to eat almost 3 times a day. So rest of the times, how do I get the relief? I take oats, I soak it in, kind of buttermilk, top it up with curd and I eat like curd rice. It really works wonders for me.
Nandini, what's your actual name, chef?
My actual name is Sanjay Thuma, but everybody calls me as Vahchef on my YouTube channel. And I've got an interesting thing to tell you. My first debut in acting, I did one OTT film, but another movie I'm acting. But I wanted to be hero, but according to my age and my looks, apparently they decided to make me a don, a villain. And when it comes, I know it's going to take a long time before that movie gets released. Whether I don't know whether it will be released on Main Street, but wherever it is, I will definitely provide the link. But I'm acting in a movie.
Kid snacks recipe, chef.
Kid snacks. Bring the kid out of you and wow. I applied a little bit of olive oil on the side and it's very tasty.
Jain recipes.
Jain recipes. Yes. Jain recipes, yes. Actually to be very frank, most of the food I eat is kind of Jain friendly, definitely at home. But only thing is sometimes it worries me because a lot of people don't watch the shows when I make a lot of vegetarian dishes which are nice, which are very healthy. But what people want? This pizza, burger, chicken, ding dong.
Quinoa recipe, chef.
Quinoa, yes. There are a lot of other, in India we have excellent millets and all that. We will definitely show more than quinoa because quinoa used to be expensive. Now it is slightly cheaper even in India. But I don't know, I have already taken almost 30 minutes. I'm going live. I have another 2 minutes. In these 2 minutes, definitely I'll read back the comments, what you guys have left for me. All I want to tell you is I just love you guys and I miss you guys very much, and I want to be back on YouTube with a bang doing new recipes and all that. But in the meanwhile, you see, the pizza doesn't need to have only the tomato topping. We have made with butternut squash. You can use also pumpkin. There are so many variations. You'll enjoy. Any one last question?
Waiting for your movie. All the best, chef.
Oh, thank you very much. Love you all and see you back again. And till that time, once again, hello, namaste, salam alaikum, sat sri akal. Remember that? So I want to say bye-bye with that last few words. Love you guys. Keep cooking, keep enjoying good food. And see you back in another one live session where we will do question answers while I eat. That is all. Wow. Awesome.